Welcome everyone. Today's topic is going to be kind of along the lines of just keep going. Because is there nothing worse than being in the sticky, icky, stucky middle and not feeling like there's a way out? Okay, first of all, we start at the beginning, right? We start at the beginning and everything is new and exciting and fantastic and it's all, did I say new? A shiny new toy, if you will. New buttons to push. And then you start, getting going. And then you realize, I don't like being in the middle. I want the finished product. I want it now. I want to just start something new because I'm getting bored of this, the middle. I want to either do something new or move on to the final product. Just finish it. Call it good now. And I know that this is not obviously a good mindset to have because middle is where growth really happens. Because when you're in the uncomfortable is when you start to get comfortable, right? So I get that when you don't like being uncomfortable though. Nobody likes to be uncomfortable. Nobody wants to go through the middle. But again, that's where the growth is going to happen. When you go through the uncomfortable, the unfamiliar, that's when you're going to grow. And that's when you're going to adapt into your growth mindset, I think, more so than staying in your fixed mindset. Because when you're in your fixed mindset, everything is kind of just the way that it is. And I think a lot of people maybe don't get past the sticky middle when they're in the fixed mindset because they just get stuck. They can start a goal and get a little ways into it, but not really finish it when they're in the middle because they don't see the potential for it to actually take off, or they start seeing ways in which their goal is too fixed and they're not, willing to take risks or to tweak some things in, again, an uncomfortable, unfamiliar way to make it grow. Crossing the finish line is obviously dependent on getting past the sticky middle, so there's that. That being said, how can we go through these 3 levels, right? I mean, there's, again, the beginning. How can we not only get through the beginning or even to the beginning to start with, but continue to the sticky middle, through the sticky middle, and then to the finish line, which sounds honestly really easy. It sounds so short, okay, just 3 steps, then you're done. Which I know it sounds simple, right? But have you ever tried to actually implement these 3 steps with something in your life? For an example, I was on roller derby. And let me tell you, I practiced for 3 years before I played my first bout. 3 years. Not that everyone is expected to practice 3 years, but that's how long it took me. I use that as an example as to how sticky the sticky middle can get. By year 2, I was like, this is a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up with this. By year 3, just before I played the bout, I was so ready to drop out. So ready. I was like, I just don't think I can do this. And I kept telling myself over and over and over and over. I was like, you know what? You need to just keep going. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You didn't come this far to only come this far. By the way, you guys didn't only come this far to only come this far. Check out my social media on almost any social media platform at Make Waves Coach and also at Mermaid Cassandra, and also check out my podcast, Make Waves Coach, Mermaid Cassandra, available every place podcasts are found. That being said, yeah, you didn't come this far to only come this far, right? You gotta just keep going. My mom actually just reminded me of how I used to go to like car wash shops and the mall and like literally you name it, places asking them if they would hire a mermaid. And she's like, you faced so much rejection. She's like, I was always so proud of you for being so resilient and persistent and just not caring. And they came up because I was talking about the comments that I get on my YouTube. And granted, I don't go through very many of them because a lot of them are not worth going through. Let's just say that. And I know that it's nothing against me personally. I know it's just trolls and, people who literally have nothing better to do with their life than to watch something that doesn't benefit their life at all. And not in the sense that my content is not beneficial, but in the sense that they're not benefiting from it, but yet they keep watching it just to write all the reasons as to why it was not beneficial to them. Tell me how that makes sense. Anything that does not benefit me does not have more than 20 seconds of my time, and I'm gone. And I'm not wasting my time commenting as to why it was not beneficial. Especially when it was free. If it was something I paid for, then we're going to talk. But when it's free, why does this affect you? I don't get it. Anyway, you're actually only helping my channel by increasing the algorithm. So thanks. Somehow or another, the topic came up that I am facing like a lot of not super pleasant comments on YouTube. Not that it bothers me, but just as a statement that it's a fact. And my mom was saying like, how resilient I am and yada yada. And I was like, I'm glad you say that because it's so true. Sorry, why does my head itch so much right now? It is so true. I realized it's so true. And I'm really glad that I realized how true it was because it's something that I honestly hadn't even, I don't think, realized myself was the case. I don't think I even realized myself that was the case. I've noticed, though, that in business and in life and in sports and in friendships and really anything in your life, the best thing that you can do is just keep going. Just keep going. If it's not working, then figure out a way that maybe you can tweak it. Maybe you can adjust a thing or two to help the progress be more beneficial. But don't stop. Be persistent. Be diligent. Be resilient. Go out there and make waves.